All right, all right. Testing, testing. Is it on? All right. Well, hello there and welcome. This is Peyton 3.0's EDM World News. I am Peyton 3.0, the EDM and drum step vocalist Zombie Supreme. In today's episode, we're talking about a couple of news stories, courtesy of EDM.com. Thank you so much. One being that Spotify and NFTs again. Okay. Okay. The origins of EDM, we're getting into that. The original creator of the word EDM, electronic dance music. And also IKEA has partnership with Swedish House Mafia that has launched products for music creators. So that's exciting. So this is Peyton 3.0's EDM World News. Please take it away. Thank you. All right. Hello there. I am Peyton 3.0. Yes. By the way, this right here, again, is my fiber. So I stay regular and can make, the right poops. And then, of course, I have right here my omega 3s. Okay, gotta keep the heart healthy, that brain going. And my zinc, okay, and my little lemon water, and my megaphone, and my crown. It's a little green screen around it, who cares? And my wonderful new professional Shure mic SM7B, bitch. Okay, so let's get to the first news story, please. So IKEA reveals first. There we go. IKEA reveals first products from Swedish House Mafia's collection for music creators. Okay, the collection is built for the functional needs that music creators have while on the go. Sweden is home to some of the most iconic pop culture phenomenons, including Spotify, okay, Candy Crush, Skype, Swedish Fish, and ABBA. Okay, that's funny as hell. Now, two of the Nordic countries' most famous brands, IKEA and Swedish House Mafia, are collaborating to remix the signature IKEA Frakta bag. Okay. Launching this fall, the collection will not only feature 3 new takes on the Frakta bag, but will also provide more than 20 furniture pieces, interior solutions, and accessories for up-and-coming music artists with limited means, but unlimited creativity, baby, okay? See, we can not have the right gear, we can not have the right lights, the right camera, but you can never take away our creativity. You can't do that. All right. Anyway, fashioned in Swedish House Mafia's signature all-black style, the collection is built for the functional needs that music creators have while on the go. It includes a bag for cables, cords, and other necessary accessories, a laptop bag, and one larger bag for vinyl records. Okay. Frakta is one of those IKEA classics that everyone has, says Swedish House Mafia in a press release shared with EDM.com. We wanted to do our take on it from a music creation perspective, depending on what type of gear you carry with you on the go, okay? With this partnership, IKEA and Swedish House Mafia are making everyday life easier for music creators and enthusiasts. The 3 remix Fracta bags are just the first products to be revealed from the upcoming collection. More products from the collection from music creators will be revealed during IKEA's festival at Base in Milan on June 9th for Milan Design Week 2022. Okay. Now y'all better go on and innovate. Okay, y'all see these music producers out here innovating, honey. They're like, you know what? This is why all this iteration is going on. Because music artists, we realize that we can't just make money off our music. That we can't just make money off our music anymore. It's the structure of change is not happening. So we got to come up with other creative ideas to make money than just going on tour, like merchandise and stuff like that, and other brand deals and other partnerships and whatever, so we can actually make some money and not be homeless and have to work these 9-to-5s that I'm currently working right now. You know what I'm saying? We try to make a living and still do what we love to do, but you know, so that's why you got all these music artists creating clothing lines and partnership deals and merchandise and all this other stuff and NFT whatevers and partnerships and all this other stuff, because it's not enough, unfortunately, for it to be an artist of today and just make music. It ain't enough, honey. You gotta do more than that. You gotta do more. And if you want to be a touring hoe for your whole life, you better have some other streaming income that you're working on creating that don't necessarily involve you having to be the working horse slave to the money. That's just the way it is, unfortunately for us. So anyway, Fracta is one of those IKEA classics that everyone has, says Swedish House Mafia in a press release shared with EDM.com. We wanted to do our take. Wow, didn't we already say this? I did this already, right? Right? With this partnership, IKEA and Swedish House Mafia are making everyday life easier for musicians. Right. Right. I said this already. Anyway, sorry, I read this already. I'm sorry. But that was the end of that article, that news story. Thank you so much. But yeah, so you just gotta have other streams of ways of making money going on, because just making music alone, it's not gonna get it. People ain't buying music like that. You better be selling some vinyls. You better be selling some, I don't know, some keychain something. Something, I don't know. We gotta get creative to make money as music artists today. We're not making money from no damn music like that. We're not making it, whether you're independent or not. Anyway, the next news story is Spotify previews NFT galleries on artist profiles. Select Spotify users were treated to a surprising new feature while browsing Stevie Aoki's profile. Here we go again with these NFTs with Spotify, okay? The world's biggest streaming service is hopping on the NFT bandwagon, of course. Why wouldn't they? Excuse me for burping, not really. Anyway, Spotify is testing a feature to include NFTs on select artist profiles. Don't open the Spotify app to try it out just yet. Only a sample of Android users in the US. Did I already do this news story? I know I did. Okay, I'm gonna just do it. I think it was another news story. Anyway, Spotify is testing a feature to include NFTs on select artist profiles. Don't open the Spotify app to try it out. Once again, like I said before, they're only doing it on a sample of Android users, unfortunately. And I just got this iPhone, so that ain't gonna work for me. And I don't really care because I'm not really into the NFT game. And I know that may shoot me in the foot, but I don't know. I'm on the fence still. Anyway, just like with Bitcoin. Woo. I dipped the toe in Bitcoin, honey. Woo, and I dipped the toe right back out. Woo. Okay. Only a sample. Sorry. Spotify is running a test in which it will help a small group of artists promote their existing third-party NFT offerings via their artist profile, said the company, as reported by TechCrunch. We routinely conduct a number of tests in an effort to improve artists and fan experiences. Requests from industry partners and deepening connections between artists and fans are also cited as reasons for this feature. But again, as I said before, why would we need NFTs to deepen the connection between fans? Don't make any sense to me. But anyway, NFT galleries are on artists' pages are a simple grid of static images, videos, GIFs, and sounds are not featured in the Spotify app. However, direct links to each NFT OpenSea page are displayed in the app for users to fully explore and purchase an NFT. As a part of the test, commissions and fees for purchases initiated through the in-app navigation will not be applied by Spotify. Steve Aoki and the Wombats are among the select group of artists featured in the NFT preview. Given Aoki's fervor for NFTs, his participation in the test is no surprise. It's uncertain whether the NFT previews will be anything more than an experiment. Let me make sure that the recording button's on. Is it recording? Wonderful. Anyway, I done lost my place again. Ooh, that's what I'm fasting today, folks. Fasting today. You know, the brain gets a little loopy when it's fasting now. Anyway, like I was saying, NFT galleries on artist pages are simple. I read that already, didn't I? I'm sorry, I read that, didn't I? Anyway, as a part of the test, commissions or fees for purchases initiated through the in-app navigation will not be applied by Spotify. We read that already. I'm sorry, folks. Anyway, it's uncertain whether the NFT previews will be anything more than an experiment for Spotify. Mentioned to the aforementioned tech publication that such tests end up paving the way for a broader experience or serve only as an important learning lesson. Right. But like I said before in my previous episode on this subject, that it's really not necessary for Spotify to put an NFT thing on their app, but you may feel different. Okay. Anyway, I'm Spotify. I'm getting tired of you. And the last news story, the highlight, the headliner of this, is inside the origins of EDM with a man who coined the term and transformed it into a global movement. An intimate interview with Richard James Burgess, whose band Landscape coined the term EDM in 1980 and had no clue what would happen next, okay? It was a Tuesday night in London when Richard James Burgess found himself on the doorstep of Blitz for the first time. He was dressed in ripped jeans and a t-shirt surrounded by people with amazing clothes and amazing hair, baby. Unbeknownst to Burgess, is the camera still rolling, please? Let me know. Okay, anyway, whoop, here we go. Unbeknownst to Burgess at the time, that door was, in reality, a gateway that would ultimately lead to coin the term electronic dance music in 1980. It landed him at the forefront of a sonic revolution, one marked by experimentation and a desire to electrify the acoustic instruments of the heyday. And And it all started out with a drum set in a dream, honey, okay? It all started with $700, a suitcase and a dream to Los Angeles, okay? Anyway, born in London and raised in New Zealand, Burgess was drawn to percussion at an early age. For one reason or another, I picked the drums because I thought, well, I can do that. Burgess jokingly told EDM.com at a coffee house in Beverly Hills. By the way, I no longer live in Los Angeles, so boop. Anyway, by the time he was 15, Burgess was making enough money as a musician to pursue a full-time career. It was a journey that would crisscross the globe, contributing to a countless number of records for iconic labels like RCA and Capitol Records, honey. Okay, but one of the things that set Burgess apart and ahead was his love for synthesizers. This began with the EMS Synthi A, an analog synthesizer and matrix pad built into a suitcase. Okay, come on, suitcase. My first question was, how do I make the drum sound on this thing? I was really becoming obsessed with the idea of electronic drums Burgess recalled. He later got on his hands. He later got his hands on devices like the ARP 2600, the Roland MC8, and his own co-invention, the prototype of what would become the SDS-5, literally a piece of wood with wires and components on it, okay? People would say, oh, but that doesn't sound real. And I go, no, but it sounds cool, he said. And let's actually turn the camera around because they have a picture of the first version of what we see today, the Pioneers, the Ableton and all that, what it looked like when it really first began. So give me a moment. Like I said before, if you see a little green screen around some things, don't worry about that, okay? But this is what it looked like, okay? This is what it looked like. That's pretty cool to me, if you ask me. Okay? All right, anyway. Song in the background, folks, is called Turn Up, Let the Music Heal You. You can hear this track from 2016 that I recorded and wrote. Even recorded a music video to it on my SoundCloud where you hear where you'll be hearing my older music. Sorry, I tend to talk too fast, and I got to try to slow it down. It's been a lifelong battle. Anyway, records by Tonto, Expanding Headband, Stevie Wonder, and Wendy Carlos showed Burgess a self-described sponge that was possible. And then a Monday night rehearsal band became the platform for those ideas to become reality. Formed in London in the mid-70s, with Christopher Heaton, Andy Pask, Peter Toms, and John L. Waters, Landscape was known for its early synth wave era embrace of computer programming. At least at one point, Burgess even pulled the microphones out of the telephone headsets and wired them into his drum kit so they could trigger different synthesizers every hit. Okay? Walters played the Lyricon, the world's first electronic wind controller, while Heaton, Pask, and Toms developed and mastered synthesizers that manipulated their own acoustic instruments. Okay? Landscape's music was vivacious. It coupled playful melodies with the feel of the future, rounded out by big ensemble vocals, quirky sonic textures, avant-garde electronic stuff, 100% improvised, Burgess affirmed. One of their tracks, Einstein A Go-Go, was the first computer-driven song to become a top 5 hit in the UK. Okay? You can probably find that song by Landscape on SoundCloud. I mean, not SoundCloud. Probably SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, wherever. Together, they decided early on that it was better to be a part of a movement than just a single band, Burgess said. And it was within the four sweaty walls of the Blitz clubs where the band found its company. Popularized by influential Visage frontman Rusty Egan and Steve Strange, Fade to Gray, Mind of a Toy, Blitz was all things weird and wonderful, even endearing a cohort of so-called Blitz kids who went on to become fashion designers, neo-glam tastemakers, and cultural commentators. Strange functioned as the venue's host and promoter. The look Burgess coined, and Egan its iconic texture. Okay? I walked in and it just blew my mind, Burgess remembered, of his first Tuesday night at Blitz. David Bowie, Roxy Music, Kraftwerk's Yellow Magic Orchestra, Thad Gadget was finding all the records out there where that were somewhat electronic, including landscapes, and figuring out what fit within the scene he was trying to create there. First of all, in 1980, a particularly funky landscape record titled European Man made its official EDM computer program to perfection for those listeners' pleasure. Its cover read, "We knew it was electronic. We knew it was dance," Burgess explained. "Out of that came electronic dance music, but we thought that was kind of long. So we were like, how about EDM? I wasn't thinking, well, we'll name the genre here. Well, I wasn't thinking we'll name a genre here. We'll name a movement," he added. "It's just something you say, right?" All right, so fast forward 4 decades, and Landscape's humble acronym has exploded from an unpretentious slogan into a multi-billion-dollar empire. Burgess was even appointed member of the Order of the British Empire in 2022 for his services to music. Yet, while the superstar scale and scope of EDM may have changed, that what hasn't, Burgess strongly believes, is its spirit. This was just a bunch of freaks together enjoying something that was unique to us. It was wild and exciting. Burgess reflects, "I think people are always seeking out those immersive experiences, and with the EDM experience, it's full body and full mind." Coincidentally, if you believe in those sorts of things, Burgess and modern-day EDM moguls are still on the same page when it comes to elevating the experience. The metaverse, okay? The likes of Eric Prydz, Black Coffee, Carl Cox, David Guetta, and Charlotte DeWitt are already DJing exclusive sets in the Sensorium Galaxy. And in March, Insomniac announced a partnership that would develop the next generation of live music experiences in the metaverse, baby. Oh, cool. See, we're in the metaverse right now, folks. Look, okay? Anyway, there's a huge amount of potential. Like when Walkmans came out, you see people on the train sharing a weird earbud. I got to imagine that we'll move toward a more shared VR experience, Burgess said. I believe in a way the Blitz was a metaverse. It was a real metaverse, but it was a metaverse, he says. But it's not just the tangible listening experience wherein Burger sees a future. As the president and CEO of the American Association of Independent Music, he views digital development as a promising catalyst for the industry equity across the board. From gender and race to artist rights and community growth. One playing field that was already One playing field that has already been leveled is music ownership. The allowed NFT market, Royal, for example, facilitate the direct sale of royalties to fans who invest in tokenized music. The company's most recent funding round nabbed $55 million from the Chainsmokers, Logic, Kygo, among other high-profile investors. The thing about human beings that's exciting to me is how adaptable we are. Berger said, "We're not the strongest, the sharpest, the most aggressive, but we adapt. We adapt in real time. The prize always goes to the people, to the species, basically, that adapts fastest, which is us, the human animal." So yes, that was the full story of the origins of where EDM even came from. And as you can see, Mr. Burgess, he's great, just great. It's still here to this day, 4 decades later. So yes. Anyway, thank you so much for being here today. That was the last news story. My name is Peyton 3.0 once again, the musicpreneur, the Renaissance man, woman, all of that. The EDM and drum step vocalist Zombie Supreme. Yes. And thank you. So, I never leave a video episode without a few call to actions. You know what I'm saying? I'm a businessman. Let's go. Woman, whatever. So, where am I at? There we go. All right, so first of all, you need to hit the likes, please. Hit my likes now. All right, hit the likes, please. Hit the like. I see you out there. You're not actually hitting the like. You're just kind of letting the video flow. No. I need you to come stop right now what you're doing and come hit this like. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, please, and make sure that you're commenting, because this is not Netflix, it's not Hulu, it's not HBO Max, Disney Plus, baby. This is social media, and this is a real community of the pure peace, love, unity, and respect. I need to do my research on who actually coined that and started that term right there for our community. So also, we have Snapchat here. We have sessionslive.com, where I go live every day and I sing. You request your favorite song, put the URL in, press the follow button, please. Create your avatar. It's like Twitch for musicians. That's what Sessions Live basically is. There we can really get to know each other live. Get all my updates from my upcoming album and all other stuff, merchandise in the future that I'm creating with your input by getting 3 free unreleased songs, like going to that Bitly link or going to the website to get there, to get on my email list. Okay? Because I cannot depend on social media, because I cannot seem to overcome these algorithms, right? A lot of people are missing a lot of stuff from me because I do not, the power is not in my hands on any of these social media platforms. I don't own them, so therefore I'm at the mercy of these corporate entities bullshit. No disrespect. That includes YouTube. So my power comes from my own email list that I do control and I pay money for. It's digital real estate. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, the new TikTok of mine, Zombitron Nation. That's where I'll be on my new TikTok. And of course, right here on this particular channel. So thank you so much, and I will see you on the next episode of Peyton 3.0's EDM World News. Bye-bye now.